blessings to all of the viewers out there. Listen, guys, man, I appreciate everybody that come in and tune in with your boy, Billionaire Charlie Marty Rich YouTube channel, man. Yeah, we talk about pretty much everything on this channel, man. And this has been a topic of discussion lately. You know what I mean? Relationship, man and women of the culture. Salute to all my queens out there. Salute to all my gods out there, man. Listen, working on a lot of projects right now. Got the Amazon store up. Click the link in the description right now to come to the Amazon store and shop with me. And we also got the wife books. You got two books out right now on Amazon. The links in the description also. You dig what I'm saying? And today we're gonna talk about it, man. The pushback from a lot of the women that's been coming on the Kevin Samuels show, and just women in general in the community, man, and how the focus has been lost within commitment and just being a decent and genuine and good person. You know, man, we're gonna talk about it, man. I feel like these conversations has always been pushed back and not looked at very seriously. It's always been a joke. It's always been a game, and nobody take it seriously to love one another. You know what I mean? When it comes in the family concept or relationship concept, and like I said before, me as a person that grew up in a urban environment. You know what I mean? Came from the projects and things of that nature. Like I say, was good. I could never come on a platform and say that I was perfect. I made plenty of mistakes in my past, and I evolved as a person, as a husband, as a responsible adult. You know what I mean? I think what happens in the community, people get stuck in high school mode. You know what I mean? And they have a hard time trying to evolve or understanding one another, and not to come with a hateful spirit. You know what I'm saying? And today I'm gonna dive into a lot of concepts that we see within the community and things that I believe that's to be false and things that I believe to be true. You dig what I'm saying? And like I said, I'm gonna keep it light. I'm gonna get it deep into each and every concept of what I'm speaking in. You know what I mean? Let's talk about this, right? I just was watching a live and the guy was talking about image and how you carry yourself and how you promote yourself. And he was saying something about Kevin Samuels, how he wearing this suit and very professional as he speak on his platform and how he carries himself on a daily basis. You know what I mean? He was saying that most guys have to wear suits and things of that nature. I was one that was ridiculed for having hair on my head, hair on my face, and things of that nature. I always say this, man. If you're applying for a job that you have to meet those standards, then that's what you got to do, right? But if you're a man, you could be a man with hair, without hair. It doesn't change who you is as a person. You know what I mean? None of that changes who you is. You could have a guy with a suit tie on and be the most despicable person you have ever seen. Like I say, your image should be your character, and your character should shine bright in any environment. And the thing that people are getting lost in is that it's about you as a person, the character of you. And this is why when you see a lot of women that speaks about Kevin Samuels in a negative way, we always ask the question, what is the argument? What is your disagreement? And do you have factual evidence to prove your point? And a lot of women that goes at him have absolutely no evidence or proof of anything. Because if that was the case, why are you not on your platform promoting these ideals and structure within the community? One of the things that we see on social media, television, everywhere we go is thought behavior within the women culture. I mean, doesn't matter how much money goes into OnlyFans. A real man wants a responsible, respectable, good character woman. He don't want an individual that he can see on OnlyFans and that has the reputation of having multiple partners. And once again, let's scale it back a little bit. People talking about you have to have those whole phase in order to move forward within life. Whole phases does not do nothing but bring pain and hurt within your character. And sometimes people will stay in that concept forever and begin to bring, they was hurt, so now they hurting other people. So it's like you have to start structuring yourself and to have relationships and having the ability to communicate effectively. You see a lot of women, a lot of men that can't even have conversation, that don't resort in violence or bad language being said on both sides of the spectrum. And the guy was saying something about like how are we seeing women that went to college and have multiple degrees and they can't have a response to Kevin Samuels comments and things that he said. Not a childish response where you talking about somebody package and they gay and stuff like that. A responsible response with analytics, notes, and actual study of the actual community, and come on your platform and bring information that people can learn from. All this man has done is gave you facts. He gave you statistics. He's gave you the truth, but you are giving nothing but emotional feelings about what happened in your life. The question always go, why are so many women offended by his platform? Is it the girl that got her feelings hurt because she living in a fantasy world, or because you feel that you're that woman that's getting their feelings hurt because you 30 plus, no kids, no marriage, and can't even have a decent relationship with a man? And that's the problem. You cannot even socialize with a man in a responsible and an adult way because you too childish. You got all these accolades, all these certificates, all I graduated here, I did this and did that, but yet you cannot have a decent, responsible conversation with a man at all. And I think it's sad, man, that, and even in your conversation, do you understand that it's two people within the relationship? And are you willing to not only listen, but be able to compromise and work with your partner to get to the next goal? And the problem is, like I see this all the time, people get engaged. You have been engaged for 10 years from the same person, and that person never married you. Why? Because he don't see you as a person to marry. That's just period. You're not the person he desired to marry. And then this thing, oh, I gotta build an empire. I gotta build this and build that before I get married. Why can't she be a part of your journey? You know what I'm saying? Why can't she be a part of your journey and y'all build together and she assists you into getting to the next level? You know what I mean? Then we had the girl that was so corporate, and I don't believe in that person's dream and their entrepreneurship and things of that nature. See, life is about taking risk and being willing to deal with the challenges that come with the risk. You know what I mean? You can go work at McDonald's. You can go work a welder or whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, you are working for somebody and not yourself, right? I work for people and I have worked for myself, and I created my content, and I've been able to do other avenues by doing it myself. And I may not be the richest or none of that, but it's the journey. It's the marathon, man, of keep working, keep proceeding each and every day, the goals that you put before you. You know what I'm saying? Like I told you before, every woman doesn't have that dedication to their man because they wasn't conditioned to do that. And that's why they want the bags already, they want the shoes already, they want the clothes already. They don't want to take the actual journey with you. They just want to drain your pockets and take what you got. And that's where the community is falling off the handle. You know what I mean? Whereas that you don't have good women out here as the higher numbers of bad women out here. Is more destruction within the community, and then those conversations breed more destruction because it doesn't have an actual goal of marriage and family and building something solid together. It's about thought behavior, hot girl summer, and those type of messages does do nothing to the community but harm it. You know what I mean? That's all it do. You harm the community. They say all these guys putting this money into OnlyFans and all the pornography things that's been out here. There's a time and place for all of that. But for you to say that this is going to be my life forever, I'm going to be a stripper till I'm 80 years old. I'm going to do whole things forever. My opinion is that you don't do it at all, but I'm not here to judge you on that. I'm saying, can you become a better person after it's all said and done? And a lot of times it's no, because you didn't have so many options and so many opportunities, and you actually use your body as some type of instrument. You know what I mean? Like a used car that's been cigarette butts and everything inside of it. That's what you turned your body into. Your body is supposed to be precious. When a man decides to commit to you, he should be committing to something beautiful, special, and dynamic, and not just be a person with emotion and feelings, but a person that actually can have a conversation, can think outside the box, and don't be childish and selfish. Me growing up and being in multiple relationships, right? One of the things that I've always seen in most women is that selfishness. That's that selfish thing where a person's supposed to do everything for you and you do nothing for them in return. You know what I mean? You do absolutely nothing. You don't even want to do things around the home as a woman. It's like beyond the words of ridiculous. You don't work. You don't want to cook. You don't want to take care of your kids. But when it's time to go to the club and do things of that nature, you're so willing to do everything that tears up the family instead of building the family. It's the same concept I was talking about when raising kids and raising a family. Everybody cool with promoting kids cussing and kids doing vulgar and evil things to one another, but they're not willing to check those personality traits at their earlier age to create a decent and beautiful human being to go to college and to be able to understand life beyond, you know what I mean, the home that they grew up in. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like when you look at all these concepts and things of that nature, right? Where a kid consistently fighting, consistently getting in trouble, consistently getting bad grades. It's like you got a mother, you got a father, and they both teaching you how to be successful without bringing the drug, without bringing in that thought behavior. The problem is you have very, very strong leaders out here within the women culture, but you don't have none of them teaching other things other than thought, thinking, taking, being a thought, and that's cool. It's time for a dynamic change within the community, man. It's like that type of behavior is getting old now. It's like when you gonna have a woman that actually come before and actually teach good traits and not be ghetto. And I think the problem is what the guy was saying is like Kevin Samuels have been around for over a year and ain't nail woman been able to check his concepts or what he was saying at the front door or even be able to break it down. And his response would say, "Oh, I can't get my thought out." But when we look at your platform, you calling him gay, you calling him small packages. You look like a burnt chicken. All these insults. You're not actually dealing with the actual concept that is a definitely dysfunction and toxic behavior within the women culture that's at an all-time high where they don't even understand accountability and responsibility as women. And I think that's where it's going all off the track. You can go through multiple platforms and find all these contents about men. Man this, man that, man this, man that. You know what I'm saying? Don't got nobody really got problems with that. You're not gonna go on a bunch of female pages when they talking about the things that they need to do, the accolades and how to care for yourself, how to care for your dude, how to make things work in a positive sense. It's always I don't need a man. That's the concept they preach. I don't need a man. I don't need a man for this. I don't need a man for that. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's this bunch of toxic people telling people toxic information. And now he comes along, his platform blows up, and he's giving out real information, positive information, intelligent information, accurate information to let you know that the market you are in as that woman that have multiple kids, that's out of shape, that's not taking care of herself, don't have a job, or none of these things. What is your actual worth within your community? Like I said before, they look at a man, right? Let's put it like this. Let's break it all down, right? Let's say you got a man that's a pipe fitter or a welder, work at the shipyard, or whatever the case may be, right? And they look down upon. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, money, money and character have to both mix in together. Can't just be money and dysfunctional character, because that's what you having right now within the women culture. You have a lot of educated women that has no wisdom at all to actually teach the women underneath them how to be proper, how to be a respectable adult, how to not be a hot girl summer 30 plus. It's like you still saying that 30 plus, that's a shame and a despicable act, and it's just disgusting. You know what I mean? You in your early 20s, like what, 20, 21. Now it's trying to, like, let's evaluate how to have a serious relationship, how to get into a marriage and build a family structure. The problem is the women that have been teaching these individuals how to live life was dysfunctional themselves. So they gave off toxic advice, type toxic everything to their kids. And now when you see this, it's like they wasn't married, they wasn't married, and now their kids not married. Now they building more kids to be broken and unmarried and living in a toxic behavior concept. You know what I mean? On top of that, man, just having good character in general, where you just be able to see somebody in your neighborhood speak, have great and amazing conversation, and know how to build relationships and foundation with people without having those toxic emotional feelings about things that doesn't make sense. I think the worst thing that you can see and dissect is a person that can't even understand adult concepts. They still a child-minded person. It's no way that I can compare you to a 10-year-old at 30 plus. If I'm comparing you to a 10-year-old or a 15-year-old individual at a 30 plus, is a shame that I would have to even compare y'all two together. I should be in the room with you and understand and respect you of your wisdom. You ain't gotta be the smartest person in the world. See, this the thing with people is diluted at. It's like thinking that you gotta be super smart to be an adult or have a good character. You know, you could, man. You look, say that you ain't got you could not read a book, be able to read a book a day in your life, but you got a good character. These people out here got all these certificates, all these accolades, and the most horriblest people you ever been in the room with. All right, communication skills is completely just despicable. The reason I don't really talk to a lot of people, because most people that I talk to are just ignorant and just below the belt, just foolish. And it's like it's hard to have a conversation with a person that never wants to grow up. You know what I mean? And like I told you before, it's not about how long your hair is or how thick your beard is. If I got on a Nike suit or nothing like that, it's the character of the person. And that's what people are missing the whole thing. It ain't a forget his suit and tie that he wear. It's the character of the person. And that's what we have in this community is the destruction of good character, good accountable, responsible people. It's like, man, you can wear Nike suits every day, but you taking care of your kids and your family. You're a provider. You're there, and you doing things at a great way without the toxic behavior. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I told you before, I don't respect it, man. I see everything that he's talking about within the community. I think no the problem is that it should be women doing those interviews and stuff like that. But every woman that he asks about it always talking about being counseled or in fear of actually checking the characters that they see. If I see a woman, it's all about like it's just the thing where people keep messing up at. Like, right. Like the woman could be, let's say she work at McDonald's, the mall, wherever. It's not about where you working at. It's about the character. I'm not even getting on to the size or none of that. Character is where I see the biggest flaw in our community. It's just like despicable. We once thought a certain type of way when we was kids. As we grow older, we think differently. We move differently. We do things in respect in an honorable way. How do we go away from raising our kids with responsibility if it is no more than cleaning your room and washing the dishes? No, we ain't gonna teach them accountability. We ain't gonna teach them responsibility. They don't cut grass. They don't wash dishes. You know what I mean? Like it's deeper, dog. It's like those are the steps to building a great person, man. Young man. You know what I'm saying? And it's like respect, respect. I I don't know, man. I don't know, man. A lot I just be feeling like a lot of this stuff is falling off the tracks. Don't ever get what I'm saying mixed up with not having fun. And I was talking to my wife about this the other day. I had a friend that was a security guard with me, right? And he was saying, man, my parents would come down to check on me in college and stuff like that. And I would act like I'm going to school and stuff like that, but I was partying and all of that. Then he was like, Charlie, did you read this book and that book? And the joke in the car with my wife was like, she already know how I think. She's like, damn, he telling me to read a book, and he was in college, and his parents was thinking that he was doing his work and supposed to be proceeding to go into his career, But he was out running around chasing chicks and wasting up all their money and their investment that they put in him. But he telling me about reading a book, and now he gonna be a lifetime security guard because he had an opportunity to be something great, but he chose to not go to school and not do the things that his parents preparated him to be something better than what they were. And he chose to have fun over being something great within his community and within himself. And he looked at me, he was talking to me, and you could see the pain in him in himself. Like, now I'm going back to school, I'm taking it serious now. And but the lesson was, as we build our kids up, man, they gotta have that structure where yes, you gotta take out the trash. Tuesday, your trash day. This day is your washing dishes day. Two, my two sons, they fight all the time. Like, nah, I'm not gonna separate y'all. Y'all gonna learn to work together. That's what brothers do. They work together. Not I'm gonna separate y'all all the time and you get this and get that, and then every time y'all get in the room together, y'all fighting. No, learn to work together. We have to build good character in the kids that we got so we don't keep building and throwing out toxic people. Yes, I understand people have been through hurtful things and toxic family and stuff like that. I get it. I've been through it myself. But the thing is, my pain and my hurt is the desire not to just put Jordans and shoes all on my kids and say, I'm doing good as a parent because I got them in Jordans and Gucci. That's not doing good as a parent if your kids coming home bad behavior, all bad grades, but they got the best Jordans and shoes on. Nah, you will not wear that at all with those type of grades. You know what I'm saying? You're not getting your video game. You're not getting your wrestling toy. Goals got to be put in place. Character got to be put in check. Because it's all about building a foundation within your family and the culture. My daughter with thought behavior, that won't be taught by me. That won't be taught by my wife. We not teaching thought behavior. If she learned that, she put in her soul to do that. But I'm going to build character within the home strong enough that thought behavior will be the disgusting, despicable thing. And the problem is this, man. We see love and hip hop, black and all these different platforms. Great and amazing. That's cool. But when is everybody gonna teach good character, good personality, and teach people how to just be decent? It's okay. I'm gonna be mean today. I'm gonna just spit on you. I'm gonna just steal your stuff. Man, you know, there's just wolves out here. We gotta do what we gotta do. At one point of the spectrum, when we gonna sit back and say you are wrong, and young lady, why you gotta show all your stuff on the internet to be loved? We love you with your clothes on. We appreciate you with your clothes on. We appreciate you that you smart and intelligent and you can do great things without doing that. Why we gotta celebrate women that only do that, but not do the educational part of life and graduating and doing things, but not just that though. See, they'll get that stuff. They'll have the certificates. They'll have the accolades, but they don't know how to have a man at all. Have nothing at all. Now, see, we want to get away from the thought behavior and we want to get away from women that just getting all these accolades and don't know how to submit to their man, understand their man, respect their man, love their man. They have multiple people that are in relationships that don't even love their own partner. They believe solely that sex is what allowed them to fall in love with this individual. Just sex. Then if I was in the room with a lot of women, the conversation would go big package, small package, big package, small package. They lose the concept of what I'm speaking in. Forget the package. Think about what the actual, do you actually know how to love that person beyond the sexual experience? Because all of y'all so-called had the biggest just ain't in the world, but you're no longer with that individual. And then you had this so-called 5-year relationship. You were sleeping with multiple people. He was sleeping with multiple people. That's not a 5-year committed relationship. That is hot garbage, ladies and gentlemen. Hot garbage. It need to be checked, man. Good gracious. It need to be checked. Now, like I said before, in different relationships, you're going to have different things put in place. I understand that. You may have an open relationship. I get it. The swingers club. I get it. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Well, my whole point of this whole conversation is all of these types of concepts have been done before. But when you add the woman into these concepts, they always end bad. This period, man. This stuff end bad, man. Because when them feelings and emotions get involved, hurt people hurt people. They want revenge for everything that they end up being accustomed to within those relationships. But one of the biggest part of the relationship that's lost is the ability to effectively communicate with your partner and to have an understanding. And why is it that when you see a man, all you feel is a hateful energy? Okay. Now I seen my man from Pop Place, right? He wrote something on his post, right? He say, when Father's Day come around, hope y'all keep the same energy. Now I was just talking to my mans about this, right? I say, man, I done wish all these women a happy Mother's Day because I believe they should be appreciated and they should be thought and given love on a day where they gave birth to beautiful kids. They raised them in the best way they know how. Not all of them doing toxic behavior. And we love our women in the community that has standards and responsibility and understand accountability for all their actions. We respect that. But when Father's Day come around, we gonna see, is it every post something negative or just disingenuous on these posts and feeds on social media? Mother's Day is the most beautiful time to celebrate our queens and things, but is they gonna do the same for Father's Day? Now what they gonna say? Oh, the father not in the home. The father ain't there. Well, what about the good fathers out here? Is we gonna celebrate them, or are we gonna put them in the same category as the bad fathers? And what I've seen, I look on my feeds and I be seeing all these bad father stuff. Oh, he no good dude and no good this and no good that. But what about the father that is doing all the great works? Are we gonna celebrate him? I really want to see that, man. My man for Pop Play said a powerful thing out of his mouth. Powerful post, because it's like, why is it so cool to tear down black men within the culture, bro? But yet, we celebrate women all the time, dog. All the time we celebrate. I guarantee you every church in America was packed for Mother's Day. But is they gonna keep the same energy for Father's Day? You know what I'm saying? See, this is the thing. This is what the Kevin Samuels stuff started kicking in play, because it's like we giving you all this positive energy. We figuring out ways how to please you and do things for you. But why is it that we don't get the same energy back, right? The same respect back. I say to a young lady, "How you doing today? Good morning to you." You don't respond. You don't say nothing back. Your response is, "I didn't feel like saying nothing back." The cold, the cold heartedness of it all. A person would take every dollar out your pocket and watch you suffer, and you gave your all to that person, and their return response would be, "I don't have it," and they'll give it to a person that don't deserve it, even though you gave them your all every time you get into a conversation. Man, I look at my wife, I look at my friends, and when I tell them this stuff, all the good that I've done for people and see them spit in my face, and I always say this to them: it's not their fault. It's my fault. Know why? Because I shouldn't have been that good-hearted person that done them amazing things for them people because they didn't appreciate it. Because in the same return, when my birthday and stuff come around, nobody will be there. Nobody will say that. They'll just ignore everything. You know what I mean? It should be love on both sides of the spectrum. What's good was good. It should be that way. It should be everybody having each other's back and not one person doing it all and the other person just, I'm not going to be a part of the celebration when it's your turn. I'm going to turn my back and walk away. See, that's the problem with the culture, and people is accepting this. That should not be accepted in our culture. Our culture should be taking care of one another. It shouldn't be a kid in the neighborhood. I got a pocket full of money. He don't got no shoes or coat, and I don't do nothing for him. And I know this guy. I know the little kid. Give him nothing. Nah, if I got it, I'm gonna make sure he's straight. You know what I'm saying? That's me as a role model, as a decent individual and a decent person. I got a heart. But see what happens with a person with a heart, you die first every time. You die 1,000 deaths every time when you have a good heart. Why? Because all people want to do is take, steal, devalue you as a person, suck your energy dry. I always say this on my spiritual channel. When you got a light inside of you, the enemy want to turn you dark and make you a black soul upon the world. But you was born a light, a person that gave back to the kid that didn't have nothing to eat. You know his mom and daddy on crack or out there using drugs. But you had a pocket full of money and could go get that kid some chicken from Popeye, put some shoes on their feet. You know what I'm saying? It's not me as a responsible person and as a leader, you know what I mean, millions of dollars or whatever. If I see that and I'm in a position to do it, I'm going to do it every time because I understand that I love my community. White, black, I don't give a damn what color you is. I'm just a good person in general. You know what I mean? That's all it is, man. And like I always tell people, man, it's like I don't understand where did the community go off the tracks where we don't love one another, and we are more excited about smoking on somebody or doing harmful things to the community more than building it up. Every rap song talking about the death of somebody or having the initiative to do those type of things to somebody. When do we make songs to celebrate the culture and to actually build the people up? And not just women. Like I said before, I seen the WAPs and all that type of thing with the Cardi B's and stuff like that. I think the biggest issue with all of that is that Cardi B is a married woman that has a rap career that came from the strip club. If that's not involved in a hell of a way, I don't know what the heck is. You a stripper that have multiple kids that have absolutely nothing going on but stripping. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's a big difference. This is a married person. This person, these individuals putting out these images, but they involving in different ways. But like my whole message with that is, why is it that more women don't come with that type of message? Why do they allow the message of thought and only fans page be the narrative of our culture? It's despicable. It's like that shouldn't be the narrative. That shouldn't be the narrative of our culture. I mean, I'm just being real. Like, a man would be attracted to a woman that's on the OnlyFans for a sexual experience. No different from when the carnival come or yeah, the circus come around every year. You want to take your kids to the circus and the clown show, right? But eventually that clown show got to go on the road and get the hell up out of here. You want something with stability, accountability, a real person that have feelings. You trying to tell me a woman that slept with over 100 people year to year got feelings? Come on, like we gotta make it make sense. This doesn't make any sense. The porn lifestyle, the every day I'm getting on Instagram to twerk. It's fun to have fun. That's cool. My whole point is, when is you gonna become a lady, a real woman, dog? That's it. When you gonna become that? And it's like this is getting out of hand where you see women that's watching you and looking up to you and they saying, I want to be a whore too. That's not cool. When have it been cool for a young girl to say, I want to be a whore too? And I see it in the young kids. That's what all they know is whore and toxic behavior. The parents are whores themselves. And it's like, Lordy, jeez, I'm looking at this stuff. Like I told you this story before. 15-year-old girl, she out here running around wild. Her mama knows that she running around wild. Her mama will get approached by some people, and they're like, "Your daughter's out here doing these things. You need to check her." I'm doing it too. I was doing that at my age too. Like she ghetto as hell, like ratchet. Like you ain't gonna say get your ass go sit down somewhere. You on punishment? None of that. It's like I was doing that too. Ain't nothing wrong with that. You know, it's a different time, y'all. You know, we gotta be hoes out here. It's like what? That we gotta be, bruh. I see that type of stuff, man, and it just kills me in the inside, man. It literally breaks my heart that that 15-year-old little girl was taught that it was okay to use her body in that form of fashion, not to reproduce a person in a respectable way, but to have multiple sexual partners at that age, and her mom not checking it and just allowing this behavior to go on because it's supposed to be the cool thing now to be a whore. It's like, is you serious? And you will be surprised secretly how many women actually think this way. Boy, it's a lot of them. It's a lot of them. And me as a man, that person had one time to walk to my door and tell me that. One time to walk to my door and told me that my daughter was out here doing something. You see my eyes? Man, she may never see the light of day again. She be going to school and back in the house studying. Nah, man. We got to build better characters than this, man. And it's sad, bro. I see it all the time. Like, sometimes I'll just speak to a person just to see if they are an adult or a real mature person, or is they just a childish individual with no character. That's what I just randomly, yeah, how you doing? Just to see if you're a real good person or you just a scumbag. You know what I'm saying? I do that sometimes. I just see. I'll ask you for something and don't even fucking need it. Just to see if how many times I didn't gave you something or you actually break bread with me. It let me know your true character was only to use a person and not to actually be a friend or a partner or somebody that works with a person. I want to know your true character. And a lot of people show that right on their sleeve. I'm a scumbag. I'm selfish. I don't care about nobody but myself. And I could never be that way because I was raised different. You know what I'm saying? I care about the people. I reach out to the people. No matter if I made a wrong or right here or there, I always come back and I apologize because I'm a real man. I'm not afraid of apology. A lot of these guys out here, their character's fucked up. They can't even apologize. It's not man to me. Can't even say you love somebody. It ain't man to me. You know what I'm saying? Everybody trying to be a fake gangster, but not being a real man. Everybody want to be a thought girl out here, but not a real woman. And that's the problem with the community, bro. It's like everybody want to be something to destroy the community and not add on positivity to it. And that's the thing that I get distasteful of. Like I said, we all was young, running around, all blood crip, you know what I'm saying, all type of gang banging thing. And then you grow up and understand that life is more than just that. It's about taking care of your family, taking care of the community, spreading positive messages, not smoking on op that, smoking on op that. You know what I'm saying? It's all this smoking on somebody, killing somebody. But nobody ever talk about building the community up and doing something positive unless it's for show. Like when I see a rapper or somebody give back to the community and have 1,000 cameras with them, I'm immediately thinking they capping and fake. Cause why you gotta do all of that to try to humiliate somebody and not just do it from your heart? You did that for show, just to show somebody you was doing something. Why you ain't just do it from the heart where ain't nobody looking? Because all you ever promote is killing and death. So you trying to create a different image for yourself. But see, you wouldn't have to create a different image for yourself if you was really that. Let that digest right quick. If you was really the good person you trying to show people with giving back, if you put it in your music and you put it in the things you do on a daily basis, nobody will ever put your character in question. They wouldn't put it in question. Why? Because they know that you are that. They put your character in question because nobody believe you're a good person. And that's just real. You're not going to, this would disgust me about the community. How you telling me a dude killed 10 different people and you get on the stand or get on somewhere and say that was a good person? Don't call me to go on the stand and tell nobody that because I'm not going to say it. It would be an abomination to tell somebody that was a good person that killed 20 people. That person was the devil. And that's what they always be to me. The devil. That's what the devil put in your soul to go do. You're not no spiritual person doing that. You killed 100 people. You had the devil in you in that particular moment. And you need to get yourself cleansed of all the evil that you putting in this world, man. It's like we can't celebrate that type of stuff, man. Let's celebrate building the kids up and giving them a foundation within their broken homes. Let's give them a foundation of clarity that this is not, don't have to be your future. But every music song is about pussy, sex, and money. Every song, bruh. And about killing somebody. So that's all they selling to everybody nowadays. Every show that you see on Love and Hip Hop, everybody sleeping with one another. Everybody just being whores. I mean, damn, it would be dope to have a show that didn't promote that shit of our culture. That's all they promote. And people think it's cool. Like when I see an adult, 30 plus, excited to watch Love and Hip Hop, I don't want to watch that shit. It's despicable as hell. Like it's disgusting, man. Now, Black Ink and all of that would be cool if it wasn't all that other shit. It's like making us look crazy out here, man. Damn, like why all our black women gotta be whores, farts, and somebody shaking their ass? Oh yeah, she got 20 business, but she fucked every nigga in the city. Like that don't add up. You fuck every nigga in the city, but you got 20 businesses. I don't care. Like that nothing about that make me look at you as a good person. Just look like a fucking scumbag. Now, if you had multiple business, you had a husband and a family, my eyes go like this. Salute, black queen. I respect you. But all that sleeping with hundreds of people and that don't that's not greatness to me. Like when I look at Beyonce and Jay-Z, no matter if he did this or that, they married and they are a power couple. That's beautiful to me. Remy Ma and Pat Poose. That's beautiful to me. I love that. Will and Jada. We just seen what happened with that. That's still beautiful to me. You feel me? But all this thought and whole stuff, it's like, gee, oh my God. They killing me with that. I think the thing that really disturbed me about it all is that it's accepted in our community. And I think that's the problem. It's the equivalent of everybody in the church is gay. It's like that is weird too. Like everybody gay in the church. Everybody, these dudes got boyfriends and all of that to go to the church with them. I'm like, what did we come to a time where we allow all this gay stuff all in the church? All this blasphemy. Like, I don't even understand nothing no more. I'm like lost. It's like if you gay, I get it, but why? How you get in church being gay? Like I don't know. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm all off topic, but it's just the character is like how are we accepting these behaviors in our community though? Like the church, it's like the pastor sleeping with everybody in the church. The boy that's singing in the church is gay. Like it's like you looking at this, you like, hold up. We going to church to be around good people, and they just like the people in the street. They the same thing. Oh, they going to church to get saved, Charlie. I mean, you been in church for years, and your life's still the same. Get saved for what? What you doing? You have to make sacrifices to be able to even, like, is an abomination, man. You in the church, then in the club the next day? Like, what the hell? You been doing that for years. When you gonna ever change? You been sleeping with man the whole time you was in the church. Like, I don't get it, man. Maybe I'm all out of whack, but why is these characters not good no more, man? And we accepting gay people in the church. We accepting the pastor sleeping with every woman in the church. We accepting bad behavior in the church and in the community. And we celebrating that. Man, I'm here to tell you, man, when I look at this stuff, all I can do is just pray for a better outcome of this stuff, man. And somebody gotta address it, man. It's an abomination and it's sad to see women don't even know how to be men, don't even know how to be men. Pastors don't know how to be pastors. Singers are gay now. Everybody gay, everybody in the church gay now. And that's cool. You went through church all these many years of being a kid, and you come out of the church wanting to be with a man or wanting to be with a woman if you're a woman. And that's your end result of all the teaching that you learn in the church. It starts at the home, it starts within the community, and it starts in them organizations where you people supposed to be teaching these individuals how to be decent people. But we are not coming to that conclusion at the end. We coming out with people that's dysfunctional, toxic, and they don't even look like they came from a past of that. Like you ask them, like, damn, they went to church. Like they went to church. They was Muslim. Like you looking at them people, you supposed to be an example for the people that's not believers. But when people look at you, they see nothing but an abomination. You doing exactly what they doing. You having sex with everybody. You gay. You supposed to be in the church, but you gay. It's like you a pastor, but you sleeping around, got videos all around, you eating pussy online. It's like, where are we going with this, man? The characters in our community is total pieces and dysfunctional, and it's beyond disgusting to me, man. Like if I walk in a building, right, and I walk in the church building, or walk in any building, they got their faith, and I'm looking at these individuals that been here for decades, 10-year plus, and their character and their personal life has not changing. So what about the word in you that is changing, dog? You smoke weed, you do drugs, you have sex with multiple people. You are an all the way sinner with no change in your heart. So I'm asking the guy that's preaching to the individual, do you actually have power in your words? Or and because like it's sin on top of sin in these places nowadays. Not every church, not every situation. Get what I'm saying? I'm saying a lot of these places are is so much of this in it nowadays. Like you can literally walk into a building of a church building or somewhere and be like, I just seen him kissing a man the other day. Or I just seen her kissing a girl the other day. You seeing it. You a non-believer and you saying this person that go to church every day gay. This person that go to church every day doing drugs, selling drugs. This person supposed to be a pastor, but he's sleeping with everybody in the pulpit, everybody in the church. It's like the characters is what the most thing that I see within the community has been tarnished, man. It's so toxic and just unbelievable of the characters that we are assuming nowadays. Is people perfect? No, nobody's perfect. But to be in those positions for so many years and to not have changed, it has to be a lack of power or energy in there because you should be changing. You come in the church gay, you supposed to leave out straight, getting a wife or a husband. You going to church gay and come out with a boyfriend and you know what I'm saying, like a hot mess type of situation. It's like if you was conditioned within these systems and these concepts, how do you leave out of these situations still broken and not put together after 10 years plus? I'm just saying, man. I see it all the time. I just be sitting back just looking at it, and I don't understand it anymore. Like I just don't get the darkness of the community anymore, and how we accepting these bad behaviors from kids, from adults, just everybody. We allowing bad behavior to be acceptable, and I think it need to be checked at the front door, and not allow kids to be bad and say they just kids. They just boys. I'm not saying that to none of my boys. You disrespecting your elders. You call it. You getting out of line. You would be checked and you would be punished for that. Ain't no, oh, you just a boy or none of that. That's not going down in my house. I'm not even gonna say no words out of my mouth. You know, unless we playing a game of football or something. But when it come down to respecting your adults, their elders and things of that nature, it would be no such a thing. Oh, you just a boy. Oh, just kids. No, you kicked over the cookie jar. You need to pick it up and piece together. Go get the broom and sweep it up. Respond accountability for everything that you do. I don't give a damn if you're 1, 2 years old. We're gonna learn respect. We're gonna learn how to do things the proper way. And that's what they're gonna be taught. Now, when they go into the street and they take on a different character, that's their sinful ways. But we're gonna teach the pedigree of being a good and decent character person. But the world we live in today is polluted with toxicness. And like I said before, all it takes is a strong person to come on the platform and speak the truth. It has to be a change. And don't tell me that we walking into like every time you pick up the Bible or pick up a book and you listen to these stories, and we look at the world we live in today with the social media world, and we see the same dysfunction within those books and the same dysfunction in our community and the people in the place that we live at. We see the same dysfunction, and it's chaos, and the chaos need to be checked. I don't give a damn who don't like it. We wanna breed good people, man. Not a person that's gonna rob me when I turn my back. Not a person like, man. I remember one of my friends came to me one day, right? I remember somebody dropped their wallet, had a bunch of money in it, right? I picked it up, walked it over there, and gave it to him. This happened to me multiple times, man. And I always say it's a test from God to see what type of person I really am. This lady dropped their wallet full of money. And I mean, I went over there to the security guard. Nobody knew where the person was at. The lady came to me, gave it back to her. She looked me in my eye and said, thank you. And she appreciated that because I had a good heart. I remember times where mail came to my address and it was the neighbors. I picked it up, took it to their address. I ain't opened their box or none of that. Why? I don't need to do that. I'm not no homeless man or somebody on drugs that got to take from my neighbor for myself to be that selfish and dark. I don't want your package. I don't want your money. I didn't work for it. I didn't earn it. It's yours. You might need to pay your rent or something. I'm not taking anything out that wallet. I have good enough character to do those things, and people have seen me do it time and time again, and I'm going to keep doing it. Why? Because that's what's in my heart to be good. I don't want to be no dark scumbag of a person where I may take somebody's last dime that they need to pay their rent with. That's not what it's about with me. It's all about good character with me. And I don't give a damn who won't like that shit. That's your character. And that shit is fucked up. I see people that say take anything, do anything, just to get high, just to get a little thing, just to take, just to do this evil stuff, man. But we okay with that. Wolves gonna be wolves, right? Gangsters gonna be gangsters, right? We just gonna keep breeding these fucked up individuals and accepting and celebrating that shit like it's something to celebrate. Man, broken on top of broken. The only way you can fix this thing that we got going on right now is speaking the fuck out. And I'm telling you, man, I hate to see it, man. I once was a part of the destruction. I once was a part of the system of a person just not understanding how to be good and have a good light and a good spirit. And then I realized as a man, as a decent person, as a father, I have to lead by an example. And the only way I can lead by an example is by showing the kids the things that I do. The lady lost her, like I told you, the lady lost her wallet at the carnival. You know what I mean? Little niece brung it to me. She said, "No, I want to spend the money. Whoop the whoop." I said, "No, you don't. You don't want to spend that money because you're not gonna spend it. We're gonna find out who this wallet go to, and we're gonna give it back to them. They may need left for to pay their rent, and we're gonna spend all their money to go get some chicken and stuff like that. No, we work. We do what we got to do to get our money. We don't have to take from nobody. That's not how we was brought up. We was brought up to have good character and good morals. I'm not taking that lady money, and it brought me joy to see that lady smile and to see that she had everything in her wallet that she left, that she dropped on the ground. Every dollar she had was in her wallet. I ain't want nothing from that lady. I just like to see her smile and to understand that evil people is out here, but I'm one of the good ones, and you know that. Every time the mail come to the wrong address, I take the lady her stuff. Don't touch none of her stuff. Don't break none of her stuff, because that's who I am, a good spirited, good hearted person. And I don't want to be nothing other than that. You know what I mean? Make mistakes here and there. Am I perfect? No. To identify me as perfect would be foolish. But to identify me as being a changed person, that's what you can see. Change, growth, and evolving. That's what you see when you see me. You ain't gonna see the same version of me every year. You know why? Because I'm building in my spirit every day. Because I understand without God, I'm nothing. You know what I'm saying? All those times that I got depressed or sad or down, I had to go to God. Every time a woman broke my heart or a family member broke my heart, I prayed about it, you know? And it's not a hateful spirit that I just like the way they treated me. It's a spirit of, I love you so much, I just wish that we can connect on a deeper level beyond evil things of downing somebody. Oh, you got hair. Why you ain't cut your hair? Like childish talking stuff, man. Why we can't talk about family and building together and building a project together, business and stuff, you know? But we talking about everything else. The problem I always see when I go to the family structure, right, is that people is so quick to judge, right, before they actually identify who they talking to. And then when they talk to the person, they start to evaluate the situation and start to realize that this person is really a lot special than I could have ever imagined. But you never had the conversation. It go back to the girl that was sitting around you for years and didn't realize how special you was, the diamond that you was, because she allowed people around her to tell her that you wasn't nothing. Then she found out later that she just gave away $1 million worth of man for a nigga that ain't shit, that she ain't no longer with. Men do it and women do it. Don't get it twisted. Men do the same damn shit. Fuck up a good woman for to go for this scumbag of a woman that ain't gonna ever do nothing for you but hurt you, break you, and take everything out your damn pocket. It's both sides of the spectrum, man. Trust and believe that, G. But like I said before, man, peace, God. The message has been real, and it came straight from the heart, G. Keep tuning in. We're going to keep going live. We're going to keep promoting videos and things of that nature. And I want to say, man, Kevin Samuels and Tasha K, definitely dope female. Love her to death, man. Tasha K, keep me laughing. You see what I'm saying? I respect it to the fullest. I'm proud she did it, though, man. We needed a strong woman to pop out like that. You know what I mean? Real queen to pop out like that, man. I can't wait to enjoy it. You feel what I'm saying? Tasha Kato, much respect to her, man. Much love to her and her family and stuff like that. Salute to my man Kevin Samuels. Salute to all the audience that came out. You know what I mean? All the people that tuned in to me. All my queens, I love y'all to death. Y'all know that. Salute to y'all. All my guys out there, salute. All my Israelites, salute. My Muslim brothers, you know what I mean? Y'all know what it is, man. All my Christian brothers and sisters, salute, man. We gonna move this community in a positive sense, even if they try to bring all the smear campaign out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come with the positivity and we're going to kill them with that. Positive things. You dig what I'm saying? Love all y'all out there. Don't forget to donate the cash tag Billionaire Charlie and come down to the description box, man, and come and join me on all the projects that I'm working on right now. We got the links all connected to the description box. So come rock with your boy, man. It's gonna be dope. Everything that I do, man. Straight from the heart, man. Salute North Virginia, stand up. Y'all know I'm from North Virginia, Tyler Park. You know what I'm saying? Love to all my guys and all my good women out there. You dig? The whole city of Norfolk. Much love to the 7 cities. All my people all over there. You know what I'm saying? Virginia, stand up, baby. Love y'all, man. I'm out though, G.